and I reveal the fastest way to boost your metabolism. Congratulations to those of you who made it to the end. Virtual high five, my friend. Tonight, final review, helping you to put it all together so that you can start seeing results. And I reveal to you the fastest way to boost your metabolism and the grand prize winners. Who is going to win tonight? What? All right. So, as you're logging on, whether you're watching live or the replay, put one word down on how you are feeling this evening. Now, don't forget, for those of you who haven't had a chance to really get into the challenge content, it will be up in the group until July 31st. So you will have access to the content. All right. Yes, let's get excited. Every time I say it, let's get excited, I always say it when I say, let's get ready to rumble. You know, was that from the wrestling? I don't know. I just have that in my head. My brother was a big wrestling, person watching it on TV and all that. So I always have that in my head. Let's get ready to rumble. So you have access to the content. If you know of anyone who could benefit and they are not a member of the group, let them know about the group. Let them know about the challenge so they can get the content as well. Final review tonight. So you'll have access to July 31st. That way you can download the handouts. That way you can watch the video content and you can start implementing. But in the meantime, if you feel like, I don't know, I did the challenge, but I still don't know what to what. As a member of the group, you still get your free session with me, PamelaPedrick.com/session. I help women who are in the midst of it. If they're like, what the what? I don't know what to do. I've been doing some things, and I help them tweak. I help them get started. I help them change things up. All kinds of things that I do with my clients. So during this free session, it's a consult. Just simply finding out what's going on in your life, finding potentially any hidden obstacles to you getting the results that you want. And you get your own individualized weight loss blueprint based on our conversation together during this free weight loss consultation. I like to call it the weight loss resistance breakthrough session. Because if your body is resistant to losing the weight, let's have a little talk about that and let's troubleshoot and find out what's going in your life that is potentially preventing you from seeing the results that you want. All right, so let's get going. I'm not going away. I'm going to be in your lower left right-hand corner. I was getting ready to say left, lower right-hand corner. I'm just getting into the group just to make sure everything is flowing. Every so often we get complications as I'm using this third-party platform so you can see my slides. Let me turn the volume down so you're not getting back feed. All right, good. We can see the slides. Good. And that way also I can see your comments because I can't see them on this right now. Hey, Mary Lou, how you doing tonight? So the fastest way to boost your metabolism will also be revealed. So day one, we went over those hidden obstacles to losing weight because weight loss is not merely just what we eat. And that's what the diet entry tends to focus on. It's what are you eating and what exercise are you getting in? But it's our quality of sleep and how long we're sleeping. It's our stress level and how we're coping with that stress because there are many stressors we can't get out of our lives, right? But we have to be able to cope with them and be able to lower that stress. And then it's also our cravings and the reason behind our cravings and what we eat during those craving times. So that's just part of the whole hidden obstacles to weight loss. And all three affect our hormones. Now, we talk mainly about stress, right? And stress prevents us from properly digesting our food, and it also increases that cortisol level, which makes us crave. So we did the stress checklist. And if you completed that, you saw how high your stress was during this present time because it was based on what your symptoms are to any extent during the past 30 days. So how high was your stress? Was it an aha moment for you? You had some, oh my goodness, because many of us, we know we're stressed, but we don't realize how stressed we are until we do a stress checklist like this. And stress prevents us from properly digesting our food because it turns off digestion, and then the food we eat gets stored as fat. What? And if you have difficulty losing weight in the belly, that's a stress belly, is what it comes down to. Your stress. And that's me, because my weight gain is usually stress related. And as a nation, we are under chronic stress by virtue of the pandemic that we continue to find ourselves in, and with numbers rising in various different states. So we're chronic stress right now because it's been going on since March, right? We had the whole shutdown, then we're kind of reopening, and now the numbers are up, and now they're talking about shutting down again. So it's a chronic stress because it's been going on for so long. So how do we deal with our stress? Enter the 5-5-7 breathing technique, which is a way to lower your stress. So we inhale for 5, we hold for 5, and then we exhale for a count of 7. And that is considered 1 count or 1 cycle. If you do this 10 times, that's 2 minutes. So if you've been doing this since day 1 of the challenge, I suggest do retake the stress checklist to see if your number has changed, if it went higher or if it went lower since you've been implementing this strategy. And whenever you find yourself, like you've hit a weight loss plateau, take that stress checklist again, because you might find your numbers have gone up. And that's the reason for the struggle for losing weight. Now, this is just one technique in my huge toolkit that I have when I work with my clients. But this is an all-time favorite. It's so easy to use. You can do it anywhere. Then we're talking about pleasure and power foods, and reframing our thoughts to not seeing foods as bad or good, but thinking of those so-called bad foods as pleasure foods, so that we're not feeling bad ourselves, so that we're not emotionally eating as a result of eating those bad foods, and now we're doing a downward spiral. And for optimal weight and health, we have to focus on our power foods, and these power foods will boost your metabolism. So we're doing the 4-day experiment. I highly recommend you continue to do that, where you're listening to your body to find out how your energy is. If you're low on energy after eating certain foods, that's a pleasure food for you, even if it's something as like wheat pasta, right? That's a pleasure food for me because it makes my energy low. I love it, but it makes my energy low. So even foods that you don't tend to think of as a pleasure food can be a pleasure food for you based on how it affects your body. Now, are you having any gassiness, any GI distress? Are you having a headache or any, other symptoms where you just don't feel physically well in your body? So focusing, once you find those foods that are going to keep your energy high or even higher, those are your power foods, and those are the foods that will help to boost your metabolism. And your power foods might be completely different than your mom's, your sister's, or your best friend's, because every woman's body is unique, which is why the whole dieting doesn't work for every single woman. Because if it did, we would not have this struggle with year after year making the same New Year's resolutions when it comes to weight loss. So this is my client, Danielle. She started working with me right before the shutdown hit. And she lost 25 pounds during quarantine. And she came to me, she's a single mom. She had just recently moved from out of state. She was stressed. She was overweight. Her energy was low. And I remember being with her in session, and she's like, I don't know what I would have done had I not been working with you during this whole pandemic quarantine. I don't think I would have even had the energy to get out of bed, let alone help homeschool my kids. And her job was one that she was still working, and even working overtime by virtue of where she was working at. She said, I wouldn't have the energy to do all that. She's lost 25 pounds. She's like, I could go shopping because I need some clothes that fit now. Her energy is through the roof. She's walking almost 10,000 steps a day, and she is still losing weight. So it is possible. And She utilized these strategies I taught you this week, as well as other strategies that I have in my huge toolkit when I work with my clients. But one thing that really helped her was finding her power foods. It was a huge game changer because she didn't know what foods that she needed to eat for her body. Then we talked about goal setting, and we need to make sure, by the way, give yourself permission to dream. Get out of the funk. I know with the whole pandemic quarantine, many of us can feel like you're stuck. So do that desire list from the handouts. Start dreaming again. What is it that you really want? And then when it comes to your health and your weight loss goals, making sure that they are properly set so that they are attainable, so that you don't feel defeated and frustrated if you don't reach that goal within a certain time frame. So there's 5 criteria when it comes to setting our goals. Has to be stated in the positive, has to be something that only you are required to do. It doesn't require someone else saying yes or doing something. You can get assistance, but it doesn't require that person. It's achievable within the time frame that you've set, aka a deadline or a date or a season or time frame. And it has a specific sensory-based description. Basically, how would you feel in your body? What will you look like? Where will you be? And visualize yourself in that moment when you have reached that goal. This is so, so important. Actually visualizing yourself in that moment. And the appropriate chunk size. And when it comes to weights, we don't want to make it to be we have a huge goal, but we're only giving ourselves a short time frame. And the other way, we don't want to set small goals and have such a really huge time frame, because then we're going to get lazy. We're going to say, I have time to reach it. We are never without an excuse. Can anyone say, oh yeah, to that one? Like, we can make up some things in our minds that we feel is more important, because sometimes it's scary making choices, right? And making that decision and making that commitment and sticking with it. Because when life hits, when it most certainly will, as soon as you get off from watching this video, we got to put some strategies in place to help you to be consistent, and setting your goals properly is one of them. And then when you have them, post them where you will see them every day. So state it in the positive, because what we focus on expands. So if we only focus on the negative, for instance, if you feel like I need more energy, I don't want to be so tired all the time. If we frame our goal that way, I don't want to be so tired all the time, guess what? We're going to be tired all the time. So we have to flip it around and make it positive. This is with everything in life. If we don't focus on the positive, we're going to get more negative, because what we focus on expands and grows. What we give our attention to, what we water, after the seeds we planted, it will grow and we'll get what we planted, so to speak. And so whatever we put our energies or attention on, those things will develop. Then making sure it's a desire, it's a goal and not a desire. I give that example of getting married. Like, your partner has to actually say yes, that your partner wants to marry you. Whereas, we can make goals to get our desires, which I explained in the video, but making sure our goals are actually goals and not desires. And we talked about diets and diet type behaviors. Even though you're not necessarily dieting, you might have some diet type behaviors, such as consuming low fat and fat free foods, artificial sweeteners, or eating those so-called healthy foods that are not really healthy foods. Yeah. They're marketed as healthy, but they're not really healthy at all. Just because it's organic, it does not necessarily mean it is healthy or that it's the best choice for you. Sometimes those non-organic choices are actually better in the long run. And then reading the labels on all the foods that you currently have, and note where sugar is listed in the ingredients list. If it's within the first 5 ingredients, it has a pretty decent amount of sugar in it. Is there any sucralose? Because now what I've started to find the trend in the past 3 to 5 years, I've noticed personally myself, is that they're slipping sucralose, which is chlorinated sugar, aka the yellow packet, into a lot of packaged foods. I'm finding it surprising myself. I'm like, ooh, they have sucralose in there? What? So, and chlorinated sugar, chlorine helps fight the bacteria in our pools. And if we consume that, it actually kills the bacteria in our gut. And if you've ever been on antibiotics, ladies, your provider should have said or recommended you're on an antibiotic, so you need to take a probiotic. Why? Because the antibiotic's going to kill your good bacteria as well, and you're going to end up with a yeast infection, which we don't want. So making sure, just checking this, I'm just throwing it out there, and I'll just power. You do with it what you will. And then checking what the serving size is. You'll be shocked at times that the serving size is very small. And so what you might think is, oh, just 2 grams of sugar. But if it's a teaspoon, it's actually 2 grams of sugar is for teaspoons. But if it's the serving size is small, there's a lot of sugar. Like 2 grams of sugar can be a lot. That's, by the way, our salad dressings that are low fat and fat free have a lot of sugar in them. So checking what the serving size is. Ben and Jerry's was my go-to back in my binge eating days. Like whenever I felt lonely, depressed, and I never made the connection between emotions and my binge eating, by the way, until I worked with a mentor. But that was my go-to. And anytime they had a BOGO at the store, man, I would get in my car, even if it was in my pajamas, I would quickly change, get my car, because Publix is having a BOGO, and I got to go get me some Ben and Jerry's for the weekend. And I would eat one a pint and then half, if not the rest of the pint in one night. Oh my gosh, yes. By the way, do you know how many serving sizes are in that one pint? It's 4 serving sizes. So those 17, 20 grams of fat and how many grams of sugar, I was consuming like 8 times that amount. What? Yeah, I'm shocked to this day, like how much I was actually consuming. Which is why I was so sick in my body too. So be mindful of your serving sizes and be mindful of the amount of sugar you consume, because even healthy foods can have a lot of sugar. There was a documentary that was done. It's actually, I think it's still on Amazon. I can't remember the name of it, but this guy out in Australia, and he actually did an experiment on himself. And he said, I'm going to eat what the average Australian is going to eat when it comes to health foods, right? And the low fat, fat-free foods, look into that. And he was doing more paleo personally for him. So his typical breakfast, what he would normally eat would be like an avocado, eggs, maybe a little slice of toast. And that was his breakfast. He was doing paleo, and he was working out, he was a runner, and then he would do weights. So during the whole course of this, the caveat was he did not change his exercise regimen. He was exercised every day. He did not change that. All he did was he changed what he was eating. He actually went on the typical diet that the Australians go on, and they consume about 40 grams of sugar a day by simply eating those low fat and fat-free foods. By the end of the 30 days, he had gained weight. He had fatty liver. His skin he's getting acne. He would be physically sick. And he said, because there's so much sugar in what the average Australian eats, by the way, it's pretty much the same as what the average person here in the US consumes. He said he felt his addiction, and he would get like anxious, low on energy until he got his next hit of sugar, which was basically his next meal, which was a typical Australian diet. Same here in the US. So it's really interesting to watch. And that proved that a calorie is not just a calorie, which was why I am so personally anti-diet, because you can't just say eat fewer calories. What calories are you consuming? And are the calories you're consuming a good fit for your unique body? Because not everyone can eat the same type of calories. Okay, I'm going to get off my soapbox right now. So the fastest way to boost your metabolism, and it truly is cleansing. I'm going to share with you why. Because fat loves toxins. It really does. There are hormones called obesogens that cause fat to make more fat the more toxic our bodies are. And let me tell you, I was toxic as all get out. And when I started working with someone and when I started learning about cleansing and learning about all my symptoms, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to do a cleanse. Best thing I ever did. Okay, but I'm going to give you the download on what happens. When we clean out these toxins, the body does not need the excess fat. What happens is our liver is very busy cleaning out other junky junk that we've been exposed to, we're consuming and all that. So the liver goes, OMG, stop. I can't have any more toxins or chemicals come through me to filter out. You have got to stay in the bloodstream. And your body goes, OMG, we can't just have these toxins and chemicals in the bloodstream because we're gonna make Pamela really, really sick. So what are we gonna do? And then our body goes, okay, wait, no, I know what we can do. Obesogens, we need your help. You have got to make more fat because we got to put these chemicals and toxins somewhere in the body other than the bloodstream. We can't put it through the liver. The liver is way too busy. We're so toxic right now. We got to do something. So obesogens make more fat, which was why if you felt like you gained weight overnight, because that's what happened to me, I felt like I gained weight overnight. It's all these toxins and chemicals that we are exposed to. If you feel like I can't get over this weight loss plateau, it could be chemicals and toxins that you are ingesting, exposed to, putting on your skin, through your scalp, lotions, soaps, things like that. It all adds up. There was a study from Mount Sinai School of Medicine that they tested blood of the participants, and they found that there was 167 deadly toxins on average found in our bodies, either blood or the hair, was how they studied that. But we don't feel it. We might feel like crap. And by the way, it's so normal for us to feel like crap that we don't know what it feels like to not feel like crap. We think it's normal. We think that the headache once a week is normal. We think that the low energy is normal. We're getting older. We got kids. We think that, what's going on in our lives physically in our bodies, we think it's normal, but it's really not. And so what we have to do is we've got conventional fruits and vegetables. We are consuming a gallon of pesticides a year. There's chemicals in our cleaning supplies, our hair products, and our body products. Once again, fat really loves the toxins, and the obesogens are like, give me more toxins because I can make you more fat. So the fat, what it does is it encapsulizes, it sucks up those chemicals and toxins, which is why we gain the weight and it's difficult to lose it. And it protects us from getting really, really sick. So here are some symptoms of toxic overload. Weight gain, difficulty losing weight, headaches. That was so me. My headaches and migraines are spiraling out of control. And I just thought it was stress, which it was part of it. Bloatiness, GI issues, joints and muscle aches, muscle tension, soreness, foggy brain, irritability. There's so many symptoms of this. Mood swings, fatigue, lethargy, allergies. Yeah, allergies. Toxic foods. First off, sugar is one of the most toxic as far as it causes inflammation, all that. We all know. Sugar is no bueno. Okay, the white sugar. Artificial sweeteners. Yeah, they're chemicals. Refined carbohydrates, aka your simple carbs, processed carbs, your high fructose corn syrup, your refined grains. By the way, the biggest source is white flour made from refined wheat. There's no fiber, there's no nutrition in the white flour. Yeah, nothing. That's no bueno either. And have you ever done the paper mache back in the day? We did it in elementary school, paper mache, put stuffing in a small, like little lunch brown paper bag, wrap it up, We put the paper mache around. We were making like pumpkins for Halloween or something. Well, part of the formula or the ingredients for making that stuff to make the paper mache is white flour. It hardens, and it hardens enough so that we can paint it, we can decorate it. That's what gets in our bowel. And that's what sits in our bowel because it doesn't move that quickly through our GI system, which is why many of us are constipated and we might have a little bit of pounds or inches stuck in our gut, in our bowel. Toxic foods. About 60% of the products that we put on our body and hair dissolve into our blood and organs. The skin is the largest organ in our body. We're in the shower. Our pores are opening, especially in the scalp. We're putting shampoo and conditioner on our hair. We're putting the soap on our body. We're putting lotions on afterwards. We're putting perfumes on, right? It all adds up, right? I did the same. It all adds up though. So then you're going out into the outside, and depending on where you live, you could have the smog, you could have the air pollution, you can have that secondhand smog if you're around smokers, and then you're consuming foods that have chemicals in them, and then you're stressed. Like it all adds up. And here are just a few of the chemicals in our shampoo and conditioners, and some of the few chemicals in the makeup that the average person uses. Lots and lots and lots of stuff. So, is it time for a cleanse? Do you get bloated after you eat? That was me. Do you tend to gain weight in the belly? That was me. Do you have extra pounds that won't come off with diet and exercise? By the way, diet in this terminology is whatever your eating plan is, by the way. Diet's just an easier thing to say. Me. Do you have headaches more than occasionally? That was me. Do you frequently belch or feel gassy or gurgling in your belly? Do you tend to feel lethargic during the day? Do you have cravings for sugar or starchy foods? Do you experience mood swings or anxiety? Do you have difficulty focusing or experience that foggy brain? Do you have allergies or hay fever? Do you experience pain, muscle achiness, or stiffness in your joints? Do you feel addicted to foods that you know just aren't good for you, and yet you just can't stop eating them? That was so me. If you answered yes to any of these questions, you would greatly benefit from a cleanse, because here is what a cleanse does. It helps to reduce those cravings because we are getting rid of the foods that naturally make us crave, and also getting rid of those toxins that affect our whole system and the hormones as well. It's all about the hormones sometimes. And it actually reduces our cravings. And I noticed this right away because I could look at a piece of cake and be like, no, I don't want to eat it because that would give me a headache. I was starting to notice after doing my cleansing, oh my gosh, yeah, food sensitivities, no cravings. Improved digestion, because if we can't properly digest our food, once again, the food gets stored as fat. Goodness, the food gets stored as fat, and then the obesogens are making fat. It's like a double whammy. Increased energy. Yay! I had so much more energy. Sharpened mental clarity. Bye-bye, foggy brain. Balanced moods, because it improves the blood sugar. No more blood sugar roller coaster. It helps to rest the adrenals. Adrenal fatigue is becoming such an issue nowadays. So by resting the adrenals, we're actually helping to prevent or recover from that adrenal fatigue, which is so needed because many people out there are suffering from adrenal fatigue and don't even realize that that's what it is. And weight loss, because it boosts our metabolism. So when we get rid of those excess chemicals and toxins, our body goes, hey, obesogens, stop making fat, right? I think we're good. and it slowly gets rid of that fat. Oh, it toxin chemicals left again. Oh, we don't even need you anymore, obesogens. Like, just completely stop making fat because we don't need it anymore because chemicals and toxins are being released. We can say bye-bye to the excess fat. So yeah, a cleanse helps us to shed those unwanted pounds by aiding our natural detoxification pathways. So that protective mechanism that our bodies are designed to have by creating more fat and holding onto the fat, our body goes, oh, we don't need to do that anymore. And our body really does want to help us. It really does. But it's doing the best that it can as a result of what we're doing to it. It's doing the best that it can. It really does want you to get to your optimal weight for your unique body. And visible changes, skin, eyes, weight. And you'll be able to sleep better as well. Awesome. So this is one of my clients, Brandy. When she came to me, she already said, look, I'm a sugar addict. I am addicted to sugar. I've tried various ways to lose weight. Excuse me, I swallowed wrong. Ooh. I've tried various ways of losing weight. I'm exhausted. And see, her vision, what she really wanted to do is, she's a licensed social worker, and she has a real big heart for the homeless population. And she said, you know, the homeless live in tents out in the forest. And she said, I really want to be able to go out and to give them food, give them water, help sign them up for services that they're eligible for. But I don't have the stamina to walk out there because you see, where they are, you can only drive so far, and then you have to get out and walk by foot. She said, I can't do that. I can't reach them. I can't give them food. I can't give them water. I can't sign them up for services that they're eligible for because I get short of breath. I have no stamina. I'm overweight. I have no energy. I get home at the end of the day and I just sit on my couch. The walks I want to go on, because I know I should be moving more, I don't go on because I don't have the energy. But I really want to lose the weight. I really want to get my stamina back. She had a huge vision. So with working with me, she was able to easily lose 7 pounds in 6 weeks. By the way, we did not significantly change up what she was eating. Day one, hidden obstacle to weight loss is stress. We worked with her on lowering her stress and coping better with her stress. As a result, her cravings were going away, and she was naturally eating those foods that were cleansing to her body. And then we troubleshooted and we tweaked and we worked on what her body needed for her unique body to help her to see those results. And it got to the point where she was naturally eating foods to help clean the body. And I asked her, I said, you know, was it difficult for you, you know, implementing these strategies and losing the weight? She's like, no, it really wasn't. I don't feel deprived at all. And I remember, I'll never forget the day we were in session. She goes, I was able to walk out to where the homeless are. I gave them water. I gave them food. I signed them up for services. She goes, oh my gosh, I can do it. I can do it. I have the stamina now. I'm getting tears just thinking of that because she had such a heart and such a huge vision for her life. She was able to easily lose that weight. So here is how you can use all of this, put it together to get results. Follow the strategies, day 1 to day 5. Finding those foods that are going to work for your unique body. However, you can try to do it by yourself, but it can get tiring. And it probably will take you a lot longer. And being consistent is the number one struggle of the women that I work with. They're like, I know what I need to do, but I just don't do it. I know I should stay away from the sugar, but I just don't do it. Or you can lock arms with someone who has already proven to make it work in busy, everyday life. And people who have a coach are 90% more successful than those who don't. 90% more successful than those who don't. That is huge right there. So that's why I created the Metabolism Jumpstart. Rev up the weight loss. It is a 14-day cleanse. So it's designed for women who are struggling with the unwanted excess weight, but are having trouble getting that weight loss started so that they lose the excess weight without dieting. It is designed to reset and to boost your metabolism within the 14 days. And the benefits are it'll help you to really shed that abdominal weight, boost your energy, help you to get rid of those cravings, bye-bye cravings for those unhealthy foods that don't jive with your body, help you to sleep deeper and better. Remember, that was a hidden obstacle to losing weight as well. Improve your digestion. Go away GI distress, but also properly digest your food so it's not stored on your body as fat. It enhances your body's ability to mobilize and excrete toxins. So instead of it sitting in our bloodstream and our body having to create more fat to protect us, it's mobilized and excreted better. Our body is working at basically peak efficiency because we're cleansing out the junky junk, and now it's like, boom, it's like fine-tuning your car. Did you ever get your car from the shop after it's been tuned up and you're like, oh my gosh, it's running so much better? This is what we're doing for our bodies with the cleanse. And it's a way to help you discover very quickly food sensitivities and create healthy habits that will enliven you. So this is a way to really get crystal clear really quickly on what foods are going to be your power foods for your unique body. Here is what's in it. There is a pre-cleanse prep the first 2 days. We're going to get crystal clear on your goals. You're going to have a shopping list, and you're going to shop for cleanse-friendly ingredients. There's a list. And it's to eat, there's strategies you're going to do to ease your body into the full cleanse, both mentally, emotionally, and physically, which is so important. Because if you've ever been on a cleanse and you've not done this kind of preparation, it can really wreak havoc on you emotionally if you're not prepared for it, and also physically. Then there's phase 2, which is the actual cleanse, which is only 7 days, okay? What it is, it's an elimination eating plan, not elimination like poo-poo cleanse. That's not what it is, but it's eliminating those unhealthy foods. Simple elimination diet plan or way of eating, and that's 7 days. Phase 3, this is so important. With cleansing, we're reintroducing the foods that we had eliminated slowly back into our eating plan. And this is where you find those food sensitivities. This is where we find out what truly our power foods are versus our pleasure foods are really quickly. And it's also a way to create a maintenance eating plan that best serves your unique body. So now you know crystal clear exactly what foods are going to be benefit for your body. Everyone's different. This is where many of my clients, I found out they're gluten intolerant, that they're lactose sensitive, that they really need to stay away from the grains, not like completely eliminate, but they got to be mindful of how much you're actually eating because you're slowly reincorporating foods back into your body. Sometimes what happens is with a lot of cleanses, you cleanse and then boom, the next day you're back to what you were already doing, and your body goes into shock going, oh my gosh, I was just feeling really fine-tuned now and running really smoothly, and now I've got all this junky junk I got to figure out what to do with, girl. And if we don't do that phase 3, which is so important, we're going to get back to where we started. We're going to feel sluggish. We're going to be low on energy. We're going to crave foods again, sugar again, and we're really doing a big disservice to our body. So that's why phase 3 is here, because it's so, so important. And that's 5 days. You're slowly reincorporating those foods. So here is what is involved. Here's what you get. There is a VIP Facebook group with support. You will get a guidebook. You will get recipes. You will get toxin reduction tips. There is a journal, a shopping list, and the total value of this is $247. Now, when you enroll, you get these bonuses. There are 2 bonus coaching calls with me. You're going to get a couple of ebooks. that I've designed. You're going to get that 12-week little mini makeover, and you're going to get them before the cleanse even starts to kind of troubleshoot and get started, basically. That's a value of $207. Now, if you enroll within the next 48 hours, you're going to get 2 additional bonuses. The first one is Sleep the Weight Off video course, valued at $97. Let's get you getting to sleep faster and sleeping well within the time frame that you have, so that we can lower that cortisol and increase human growth hormone. Remember, cortisol, HGH, human growth hormone helps you to burn fat. And bonus number 2, we're going to have a Cleanse VIP Jumpstart call. Let's troubleshoot. Let's get you going. Let's get you set up for success. This is before the cleanse starts. It's a VIP Jumpstart call. That's valued at $97. So here's what you're going to get. The Metabolism Jumpstart, $247. Those 2 bonus coaching calls, that's valued at $150. Then you're going to get the ebooks, that's valued at $57. Sleep the Weight Off video course at $97. The Cleanse VIP Jumpstart call, valued at $97. So this is a total value of $648. However, I am here to support you to get the results that you have been trying to get. So your price is only $147. And this price is valid until next Friday, July 24th. However, to get those extra 2 bonuses, that bonus expires on Monday, the 20th. And to enroll, just simply go to PamelaPedrick.com/jump. It's easy to enroll, but if you have any questions, just simply message me and I can help you with that process. So once again, why do we want to cleanse? To shed that belly weight, to boost your energy, to decrease your cravings, to improve your digestion. We're going to enhance your body's ability to get rid of those toxins so that you're not making more fat, and discover your food sensitivities. What are your power foods, so that you can continue to lose weight and keep off the weight that you have lost. PamelaPedrick.com/jump to enroll. So once again, what do you get? You get all of this if you enroll within the next 48 hours. That's not your price. It is a value of $648, but you get it all for one payment of $147 to get all of the bonuses. Once again, PamelaPedrick.com/jump to get in. Let me just write it here, and then we'll go to the winners. Boop, boop. So this is actually going to speed up the whole process of you finding your power foods and what your pleasure foods are during this cleanse. It's going to get all the junky junk, get rid of that belly fat, and help you to know what your eating plan should be for your unique body. What are the foods that are going to work best for you? You're going to feel like your car, that's a brand new car, basically. Like you just got a brand new car, basically. Let me tell you, anytime I do a cleanse, dude, I'm like so energized. Like, what? Such a huge difference. All right. So once again, the $147 discount is until next Friday, but to get those 2 extra bonuses, that offer expires on Monday. So if you want those 2 bonuses, go to PamelaPedrick.com/jump to enroll to get that going for ya. Woo, woo. So if you want to get to your goals, get to your optimal weight for your unique body, you are worth it, and you are worth investing in. We've got to get to the front side of this for you to be the energetic, joyful woman that you were designed to be. And I'm here to help support you, because I've not seen it work well without support, or even permanently, because there's too many things out there, too many ways to do it. You Google diets, you Google eating plans, you Google weight loss, and there's page upon page upon page. And most of that information is not designed for you. It's not designed for your unique body. So I'm here to support you, to help you find what's going to work for you personally, to help you to be consistent, to help you to be motivated when you're not motivated, to help you stay committed to the commitment that you've made to yourself. You are worth investing in. You are worth putting yourself higher on your to-do list, higher on your priority list. We can't give from an empty vessel. You are so worth having the optimal weight for your unique body, having the energy, getting that dream, whether it's like Brandy, to go out and serve the homeless population, or for Danielle, who wanted more energy so that she can have the time for her kids. And she was able to do so even during the whole pandemic and shelter in place and working a full-time job. So you are worth investing in. PamelaPedrick.com/jump. If you have questions about it and if it's a good fit for you, just simply get on a call with me and we can talk more about that to see if it's a good fit for you. All right, so now the grand prize winners. Woo, 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 woo. So here's what I decided to do. Tonight, I'm going to award the $150 gift certificates, okay? And next Friday, so everyone can catch up, I'm going to award the other prizes, okay? Give everyone a chance to check in on the daily check-ins, and I will announce that live on Friday. What? Friday, be next Friday. I'll announce the winners of the other. But tonight, because I want to honor those of you who were active this week, I'm going to give out the big ones. This is like winning the car, the $150 gift certificate toward any coaching program. So if you wanted to use it toward the cleanse, you can use it toward the cleanse. If you wanted to use it toward a half VIP day, we can do that. If you want to use it toward any of my other programs, and we can hop on a call and discuss what you want to do with that. All right, and the first winner is Dana Sarver. You won a $150 gift certificate. And the next one is Mary Lou Todd. Woo! So if you want it, if you like, oh, I don't know what I want to use it toward, you have a call with me, and that's in addition to like the free one that you get with the group. Just get on a call with me. That's what I do with the winners to find out what would be a best fit for you to use it toward. So congratulations. Yeah, so you get $150 toward, once again, if you want to use it toward the cleanse, you can use it toward that. Just message me and let me know. You don't use the link to enroll because that'll make you pay. Just simply message me. If you're like, OMG, I don't know if I'm going to do the cleanse, or if I want to do a VIP day, or if I want to do your 3-month program, just get on a call with me and we can find out what's going to be a best fit for you to get started. Okay, totally cool. So next Friday, we're going to do, let's see, we have the Sleep the Weight Off video course. We have the 12-week mini makeover. I think we have one more prize to give away. So for those of you who haven't had a chance to check in, I understand life happens completely 100. I understand. That'll give you time to check in. But I wanted to honor those who were consistent this week, which was Dana and Mary Lou. So you got yourself the 150. I didn't even have to do a random drawing because there were 2 hours rewarding. So you two got it, girl. All right. You are so welcome, Dana and Mary Lou. We'll hop on a call later. And if Dana, if you want to do the cleanse, just message me. Okay, you said in the comments you're going to do the cleanse. Okay. And we're talking tomorrow too, so we can kind of confirm that together. All right. To your health, and we'll catch you. I'm actually going live tomorrow on my page, which will stream here as well. And if you know of anyone who could benefit from this challenge who are not in the group, just let them know. There are 3 membership questions you might remember from when you joined as well that they need to answer in order to be automatically approved to join the group. To your health, I will catch you tomorrow as I go live. Let me hide all this. Congratulations, Dana and Mary Lou. You girls were rocking it. Let me tell you, if Mary Lou can do it in the midst of, you know, what's going on with her life, like anyone else can do it. Congratulations. All right. So we got Dana who's doing the cleanse. Whoop, whoop. And then Mary Lou. All right, I'll look forward to your call. Have a great night, everyone. Let's get to still boosting your metabolism.